Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? I was just actually thinking how apropos, one of my favorite words, how apropos, how appropriate it is that I am wearing my gray apology hoodie while I'm doing this video today on my health journey, my weight loss journey. I am not excited to make this video today. And, total transparency, total honesty, I got on the scales today, and my first inclination was, I'm just not going to film a video this week. I'm just not going to do an update video this week. I'm so embarrassed, and I'm feeling really ashamed. And I'd love to tell you that I have all these life experiences and lessons that I learned in the last week and all this kind of stuff. But the reality is I don't. And it's not good news. It's not good news at all for me, really. And it's not motivating. I'd love to get on here and be like, oh, I've got all this motivating, inspiring, learning experiences that I learned from all of this. But that's just not the case. So here's the deal. We were on vacation in Miami, and it's almost so real that it's almost laughable, I don't want to, I knew that getting on here and doing a weight loss journey or a health journey and things like that, which is so interesting because now I'm getting recommended all of these weight loss journey channels and health journeys and stuff like that who are doing much better than I am. And because I've been watching quite a few of them and seeing how they've been doing videos and stuff like that. But if I was going to get on here and I was going to do it, I wanted to just be authentic and share what a struggle it was for me and what it was like in real time. I've watched in the past and on my drama channel, I've covered, other people that have talked a lot about whether it's dieting or weight loss journeys or getting healthy or whatever. And they never really address the pitfalls. They're just like, oh, that wasn't for me, or this didn't work, or they make 1,000 excuses. And I was like, if you're going to get on here on camera and you're going to do it, you just need to do it, right? So I went on vacation. We were gone for 10 days in Miami. The first 3 days we were at Ultra Music Festival. And then after that, we moved to South Beach and we were there for the rest of the week. My plan going into this trip was that I was going to make better food choices. That I knew that I'd be walking a lot when we were in Miami, which we were. And I was like, I'm just going to, eat until I'm full, which I did, and try to make better choices and whatever, that I wasn't going to be on this great, weight loss journey the whole time I was down there. I wasn't going to focus on the food and all that kind of stuff. I was just going to kind of enjoy myself, but be moving a lot more and whatever. Okay, so I guess maybe one learning thing is that does not work for me. That going on vacation, if I am attempting to lose weight and attempting to be healthier, that I'm going to have to be, and I'm already ready for whatever reception I get from this, but I think I'm going to have a little bit more intention when I go on vacation. So maybe that was one good learning thing that came from this. So here's the deal. The first 3 nights that we got there Thursday night, and then Friday night was the festival, and it got rained out. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were the days of the festival. And those days of the festival, my steps, which was something that I used to joke about when friends of mine be like, oh, I walked so many steps today or whatever. Now I'm obsessed with the steps. I don't know how that came. I've got it hooked up to my Fitness Pal now. I figured out how to do that. My husband suggested that. So now I'm obsessed with what my steps are. And I can kind of tell oh, you only walked 3,000 steps today, so you really didn't walk at all versus, whatever. And I think there were 2 days at Ultra Music Festival where my steps, and I danced literally the entire time. On Friday night, it got rained out, but we were there 4.5 hours, and I danced the entire time. In the pouring down rain, I danced. And on Saturday and Sunday, we were there for 7 hours each, and other than walking from stage to stage, and I think it was on Saturday, I took a 10-minute break. Other than that, I literally danced the entire 7 hours. And my steps were over 20,000, I think, on both of those days or something like that. I will tell you one thing that was really interesting. First of all, I learned two things. I talked about this on my vlog, but number one was to always wear comfortable shoes. That was one thing I really learned this year. I had these Nike Air Max or running shoes or something like that, these black ones that I had for years, and I really never wear them. And I took them at the last minute. I was like, I'm going to take these comfortable shoes to wear them, and it like made a world of difference. The other thing was, this is actually the thinnest I have ever been, even being heavier. This is the thinnest I've ever been, ever going to Ultra Music Festival in the 10 years that we've been going. This is the thinnest I've ever been. So I could really tell a difference this year as far as like moving around and dancing and walking around. Past years I've gotten where I was 30 pounds heavier than I am now. I would get out of breath easily. You walk up and down stairs a lot, going to these different places, these different, these different stages, and you're walking up and over ground and whatever, which doesn't seem like a lot to some people, but for me, at that weight, it was really taxing. It was really hard. This year, I really noticed a difference. Like, I could dance for hours on end. I mean, I really could tell a difference in having like been thinner this year. I really could tell a difference. So every night after we got back from Ultra Music Festival, I was so hungry because we really didn't eat during the day that we would order room service. And I did not eat healthy on room service. I got a Beyond Burger every single night. I think my husband got like cheese pizzas and stuff like that. And I got truffle fries, and I just did not eat healthy. But I was only eating one time a day, and I thought, I'm walking 20,000 steps. I'm making a million excuses in my head, right? Then we moved to South Beach, and we still only ate like once a day. But the problem was, the first day we got there, we went to Walgreens and we bought a bunch of snacks. I bought Pringles and combos and Cheez-Its and those peanut butter and cheese crackers, and I just bought all kinds of crap. I just did, and Diet Dr. Pepper, and on and on and on. And the other thing was, I wasn't drinking a lot of water unless we were at dinner sometime. And then we ate pasta like 4 or 5 nights in a row, and I ate all of my pasta because I just really didn't get that hungry. And I was like, God, I had this like, when we were on vacation, I don't know what it was. I don't really have this at home that much. I had this like insatiable hunger. I was so hungry the whole time that we were on vacation, right? And it was about like, I would say like the second day after we had gotten the treats from the Walgreens, I was just like, screw it. Like, you're on vacation, eat what you want to eat. And it was such a bad mentality to fall into. And I even kind of joked because my husband got like 2 boxes of pizza rolls in case he got really hungry. And I think he only ate like 1 box of them. And then he got like some potato chips and like some chips and salsa, and that was it. And oh, peanuts, he got peanuts too, and that was it. And I got like a whole like stack of stuff, and I just was like, okay, I'm totally on break from my health journey, trying to lose weight, whatever. I was just kind of like out of sight, out of mind, and I was done with it. And then my plan had been to do a weight loss video, a health journey video while we were on vacation. And I just was like, what am I going to do? Just get on here and show my snacks? Like, what? Like, here are the combos. You know, here's this. Here are these chocolate bars that I bought. And the reality is, it's interesting because the way that I ate on vacation is very similar to the way that I ate for years and years on end. I mean, if you saw how I ate, you wouldn't really think like he's overeating so much. Like, we didn't really eat. I would go down to the coffee shop in the morning. I would get a cup of coffee. We'd go to the beach. We usually would order lunch on the beach. We only did that one day, the very last day. So we wouldn't eat throughout the day. We'd come back up to the room, and then I'd have like some combos or some chips or something, then I'd take a nap, then we'd go out to dinner, and then I would eat dinner. I'd have like a salad and pasta, and then never dessert. And then I think one night we got dessert or something. Did we even then? And then one night in the hotel room, I got key lime pie. And then we would come back, and then I would like either be watching a show or listening to an audiobook, and like halfway through, I get kind of hungry. And so I'd go and I'd get some chips and stuff like that. It wasn't like I was eating extravagantly. It wasn't like that at all. And then we got home, and I ate a bunch of snacks on the plane because I was trying to like finish up my snacks before I got home, because I was like, okay, we're coming home on Sunday. On Monday, I'm getting back on this health journey. I've got to like get back into this thing. And then Sunday night, we ordered food. And then Monday, it is such an addiction for me. And it is that whole thing. Like, I'm so embarrassed to even say it, but I thought if you're going to come on here, I almost didn't even want to make a video today. And I thought, if you're going to do this, like, this journey is for you. The accountability is for you. It's not really for anybody watching a video. No offense to you. I appreciate you guys watching it. But this is really all for me. And so if I'm going to do it, I want to be able to have this to look back on maybe the next time that I go on vacation or whatever and remind myself. Because what happened was we got back and I've ordered food every single night that we've gotten back. I mean, it's been really bad. And I've just been kind of like, okay, well, Thursday's my weigh-in. So whatever happens on Thursday, starting on Thursday is when I'm going to get back on my healthcare journey. And it's always this attitude of tomorrow, 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 which is, that's been my whole life. And you can tell I'm getting frustrated because I am. I'm frustrated with myself. I'm frustrated with these goals that I've set and how hard I've worked and all this kind of stuff. I will say the one thing is that when I was on vacation, once we were done with Ultra Music Festival, I really didn't walk a lot. We walked to the beach, we walked to dinner, but other than that, we didn't really walk a lot, like we have years past, and I really wasn't drinking a lot of water. Not that I think that would have made a huge difference, but literally every single night since I've been back, we've ordered food, and it's been bad. Like, I mean, and my husband too, but like, he's not gaining any weight because he has faster metabolism than I am because he's 12 years younger than me and whatever. But so it's time for me to start eating healthier and getting back into what I already know works. That's where we're at today. That's my goal today. I weighed in this morning. I'm so embarrassed to even say this number. I am 215.2. When I started this whole health weight loss journey, 8-9 weeks ago, I was 215.8. So I'm literally right back to where I was when I started this whole thing. I mean, it's just, to be honest with you, it's so devastating. And I'm sure there are some people out there that are just loving every minute of me getting on video and saying this. But it's hard to get on video and be like, yeah, like everything I was doing. The thing is that everything that I was doing was working. It was. I was either maintaining my weight or, you know, I was losing weight slowly every week. But I was starting to learn what choices were good and what choices weren't. And I can't believe, like, I think the last time I weighed in, I was like 208. So I've gained like 7.2 pounds in 2 weeks. Like, that's a lot of weight to put on, you know? I gain weight fast and I lose it slow. That's just how it's always been for me. And I'm really embarrassed to even get on here and say it. And I didn't even want to make a video today. And I thought, no, this is what you signed up for. You said you were going to do this. You're going to consistently continue to do this because this is going to hopefully motivate you to get back on track. If you get on video and you do this and you hold yourself accountable, hopefully it will motivate you to get back on track, you know? I do want to say that when I was feeling really bad about this and I was beating myself up on vacation, I was reading some of the comments on some of my last videos, and somebody said something that really helped me, and it could keep me stuck, but it also could inspire me. And what they said was, yes, you didn't lose because I was addressing how I lost weight, that somebody said, well, you didn't really lose it like by working to lose the weight. You like lost it because you just weren't eating after the accident, and then you had pancreatitis and they changed your medicine, which is true. That's how I lost the weight. But they said, but you've maintained the weight for over a year. Like, you lost all that weight and now you've maintained it. Like, you haven't gained any of it back. And I do have to say, like, that is one thing that I'm really proud of myself for in the last year. I think if I didn't get on here today and make a video, it would be very easy for me to order food tonight and to just be like, okay, screw it. Like, I'll just do a weigh-in next week and whatever. The accountability factor of me wanting to either maintain or lose weight, I've got to get below 200 pounds. Like, my doctors are so pushing for me to get below 200 pounds. And the thing is, it's so close. I think that sometimes, like, you know, I look and, like, I think the lowest that I've been in, like, the last 2 years was like 203 or something like that. I was so close to being below 200, but it's not just about being below 200. It's about maintaining the weight once I get below 200. You know, and all these things came out on this trip of me loving food and eating horribly and out of sight, out of mind, and I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it when I get back and whatever. Well, I'm back, and I'm not feeling real inspired. I'm not feeling really motivated. I'm feeling beat up by myself and my choices. So, But I'm not going to let this, you know, keep me down. The reason why I wanted to make this video today was for me to own my shit and be accountable to myself. That was the reason why I started doing this on video to begin with, was the accountability factor. I still believe that I can lose the weight. I still believe that I can get healthy and, you know, do all that kind of stuff. And this is really just about my weight today. But yeah, I mean, did I have a good time on vacation eating snacks and eating food and pasta? Yeah, I had a fantastic time. It was great. I loved it. I love to eat that way. It's just not healthy for me, you know? It's like, a lot of people, when we're in recovery, we talk about, like, drinking back in the day, you know? I had a lot of fun drinking. That's one of the reasons why I, you know, ended up being a problem drinker, being an alcoholic, was because I loved drinking until it didn't work for me anymore. Just like I love to eat. It just doesn't work for me anymore. It's not healthy for me, the way that I eat. I don't eat in a healthy way, and it doesn't the way that other people do, you know? I was watching, I know this is cheesy, but I was watching The Valley last night, this reality show spin off of Vanderpump Rules, and this girl's eating a cheeseburger, and her husband, she says to her husband, do you want a bite of it? And obviously I'm a vegetarian, so I wouldn't eat a cheeseburger, but he says, and misnomer that people think vegetarians are all really healthy. We're not. My husband refers to me as a carbitarian because I eat so many carbs. But he says, no, I haven't worked out in like 6 days. I shouldn't have a bite of a cheeseburger. And I was like, can I please think like that? Like, I wish I could think like that, you know? So this week was not a good week for me. I don't know. I want to go to say it was a total fail. It felt like a total fail. I don't really feel like I learned a lot from this week, except for that I know the things I need to do, and I chose not to do them. So the only person that I can blame is myself for not making good choices, you know? And obviously this is not just a fad diet, a quick diet to lose a bunch of weight. This is about making lifestyle choices and learning about that. And I obviously have a long way to go. So I just want to come on here and do the weight loss journey for this week. So yeah, this was not a good week. Not a good week at all. But hopefully next week I will have better news to share. Because I feel better when I'm doing better. When I'm doing better and I'm inspired and I'm walking and making better choices, I feel better. I do not feel good getting on that scale and being like, everything you did, you gained it all back. You know, like that does not make me feel good. So, yeah. So that's where I'm at for this week. And thanks for listening. I love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.